Hello everyone. In this session, we'll start some basics regarding to the electrical circuits. Electrical circuits is a basic circuit because every student must have the knowledge about the electrical circuits because most of our subjects depends on the circuit theory only. If you take an analog electronics or analog electronics or car electronics, PE, and control systems, CS, or like more subject power system network also, right? So before starting any subject, must have an idea about the circuit theory. So we'll learn some basics in this session. Generally, electrical engineering is a communicating or transferring, right? Energy is communicated or transferred from one point to another point. Okay, this transformation or communication requires an interconnection like this. If you transfer the energy from this place to somewhere another place, or if you want to communicate from this place to some other place, you definitely need an interconnection between these two places, right or wrong? A person to person also, we need some connection between those two people or between some people. Then only we can transfer our information from one person to another person, from another person to some other person. So definitely we need an interconnection between a persons or between a points or between a sources or anything. So this interconnection is having some elements. Okay, this interconnection is having some elements. What is mean by it? The interconnection of elements is nothing but a circuit. Okay, if you consider the element in electrical terms, the elements are resistive elements or capacitive elements or inductive elements or conductance, any. The interconnection of these elements is nothing but a circuit. Okay, this is what the circuit. In a circuit, there must be a closed path for the flow of current. We all know that for the current to flow in a branch, we need a closed path and also a voltage, right? Some energy we need to provide. Okay, this, if the network is having the interconnection of elements with a closed path, then only we call it as a circuit. This is what the circuit definition, right? If you want to know about the current, we should know about the charge first, right? If you want to know about the current, you need to know about the charge first. Okay, let me explain what is charge. We have already studied in a intermediate level also. Electric charge is a principle for all electrical phenomena. Okay, it is also a most basic quantity in electrical circuit because current is the most important factor in an electrical engineering, right? Yeah. So charge is also a most basic quantity in engineering. Okay. What is charge? A charge is an electrical property of the atomic particles of which matter consists, right? Charge is the electrical property of atomic particles, right? property of atomic particles of which matter consists. We denote the charge with Q. If we consider a matter, it has all the atoms in it, right? Atoms. In this atom, we all know that we have both electrons and protons, right? This electron is a negatively charged quantity and this proton is a positively charged quantity. What is in the neutral? Every neutral is having equal number of electrons and protons. Then only the neutral becomes. Every neutral is having the equal number of electrons and protons. The combination of electrons and protons will result as a neutron. Here the magnitude of electron is equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Okay, charge is measured in coulombs. And the proton magnitude is equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Right? Here, the law of conservation of charge states that charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. Right? Charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. This is what the law of conservation of charge states. If you consider a system, the algebraic sum of the electric charges in a system does not change. It is constant. Okay. This is what the charge. Simple. Okay. After this charge, we need to know what is a current. Consider the flow of charges. Okay. It has the mobility property. Every charge is having the mobility property, that is movement. Okay. It can be transferred from one place to another place. Okay. If you consider a conducting wire, this is what a conducting wire. Okay. This conducting wire is having electrons and also some protons. Okay. Some negatively charged carriers, some positively charged carriers. Okay. If you connect a battery to this conducting wire, here the positive charges are forced to move. That is, positive charges moves for one direction and negatively charged carriers moves in another direction. Okay. The motion of charges here creates an electric current. What? The movement of charges creates an electric current. The direction of the current flow is opposite to the electron direction. Suppose here we have positive terminal and negative terminal. The electron moves towards this direction. Okay? Towards this positive direction. The flow of current is from this positive to like this. So we can say that the current direction is opposite to the flow of electron direction. You can also say that the current direction is same as like the positive proton direction, positive charge direction. Okay. This current can be defined in a simple way as the time rate of time rate of change of charge. Right? dq means what? Change of charge, change in charge. dt is also change in charge. What is the differential here? Indicates time rate. Rate of change of charge is also can be called as current. Right? Rate of change of charge can also be called as current. What is the unit for this current? What is the unit for charge? Coulombs. By what is the unit for time? Seconds. From this mathematical analysis, we can write the units for the current as coulomb per second. Amperes, right? This is what the current. If you want to know about the voltage, consider a conductor. We all know that every conductor is having electrons and protons. To move these electrons in a particular direction, it requires some work. Okay, it requires some work or energy. This work is performed by an external electromotive force. Okay, to move the electrons in a particular direction, it requires some external work or energy which is performed by an external electromotive force. This electromotive force or EMF is called as a potential difference. Potential difference. This potential difference is nothing but a voltage. Okay, this is what the voltage. Mathematically, we can write the voltage between 2 points VAB equal to dW by dQ. What is W here? Energy. Okay, so the potential difference or the voltage is the energy required to move a unit charge from one point to another point. Okay, that is only what we are doing here. Okay, we are making the electrons to flow from one point to another point in this conducting material. Okay, the work or the energy required to make that mobility is nothing but a voltage. Okay, we can simply write the mathematical equation for a voltage equal to dW by dt. Okay, what is the unit for energy? Joules. The unit for the charge is coulombs. Okay, generally we will denote the voltage in terms of volts. Okay, this is the SI unit for voltage. Now we'll take a note about power. What is the power? It is a time rate of expanding or absorbing energy measured in watt. Okay, dW by dt. The energy in a particular period. Okay, what the time here indicating? Period. Time. It may be 10 seconds, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 months, like that. Here P is power. That is in watts. Okay. And W is the energy in joules. C is the time in seconds. Okay. Here energy. What is meant by P equal to dW by dt? If you multiply and divide with a charge dq, dw by dq and dq by dt, what is mean by it? This dw by dq is nothing but a voltage V and dq by dt is nothing but a current I. So we can simply write the equation for the power is equal to T equal to VI. VI watts. The product of voltage and current is nothing but a power. In a simple way, we can say that. We can say like that. Power equal to V into I. Generally, this power may be a positive one or negative one. That is based on the element. If you take a source, what is source? The element which gives the energy out is a source. Okay. If you take the source, the power is P equal to positive 1. Because if you see here, the direction of current is out. Okay. It is from minus to plus. Right. So power P is positive. Since the behavior of source is a giving out the energy or giving out the power here is a positive. Okay. If you take the source like this is the source and the current direction is like this. Okay. It is into the source. That means P is negative here. Why? Because the behavior of a source is giving out. But here the current is entering into the source. That means here the power is negative. Okay. If you take a sink, what is meant by sink? The element which absorbs the energy or which absorbs the power is called a sink. The behavior of sink is absorbing the power. Okay. If you take like this, the current direction, the power here is positive 1. Why? Because the element is or the sink is absorbing the power. Okay, hence the power here is positive. If you take the sink and the current direction is like this, outwards, here the power is negative. Why? Because the general behavior of a sink is absorb the power, absorb the current towards the current. But here the current is outwards, going out. That means here the negative power is generated. This is what the power. Why I am telling these notations means we will use these relations in further coming problems. Okay, we need to clearly understand when we will get the positive power, when we will get the negative power. Okay, this is what the basics: charge, current, voltage and power. Okay, in the next session we will start subject. Okay, these are the basics only which we must know in the electrical subjects. Okay, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and share this. If you have any doubts regarding this basics, you may ask to the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.